1/3 of all homicide victims that are female have been killed by their partners.
Every 2.5 minutes, someone is sexually assaulted in the United States.
Boys who have witnessed the abuse of their mothers are twice as likely to commit abuse upon their spouses and children when they themselves become adults.
Between 70 and 80% of all rapes are committed by someone the victim knows.
About 2 to 4 million American women are battered each year by their partner.
Between 3 and 10 million American children witness domestic violence every year.
I grew up in Cobb County, I work in Cobb County, and I survived domestic violence. My name is Natalie Thompson.
I'm a lawyer on the square here in Marietta, and Cobb County is my home. I'm a domestic violence survivor, and my name is Leah Zaman.
On January 1st of 2007, my oldest daughter was raped. My name is Dan Mercurio.
I was pushed, shoved, slapped, held against my will, often by the back of my hair. It was used as a way to pull me and keep me in place and in line.
My wife and I got in the car, showed up at the hospital, and met with our daughter in the emergency room.
I did actually completely black out from the beating being so bad, and when I did come to, he was standing over me. And I knew at that point something had to give, and it was time for me to get out and get help and get him out of my life.
You don't go into a relationship and say, oh, I want to be hit today. We don't want this. We don't look for it. We don't know it's happening until it's too late. And for many women, they have children, they have no access to money, none. They have been cut off from their friends or family. They don't have a telephone. They don't have any access at all. And with the Y providing tools, a plan, a method, counseling, safety, strength, success. And for some, success is just being safe.
I didn't know at the time there were resources such as the YWCA out there available for victims. Had I have known, it would have been great, because there would have been some, additional resources that myself, my parents, etc., could have gone to.
When one receives that call that says that their daughter has been a victim of a rape, you have no preparation for it. As simple as that. There's no preparation. Fortunately, the medical practitioner that my daughter has, upon getting the physical necessary shortly after the rape, suggested that she get in touch with the YWCA of Northwest Georgia, because they did have rape counseling here.
We're always a victim of domestic violence. That doesn't go away. So you always have the burden of the emotional. You remember it. There's things that will trigger, that will bring back memories, and maybe some that you blocked off for a long period of time. While you move on and every day you heal a little more, there's always going to be that violence that you remember. The key is remembering it and not letting it happen again.
Crisis Hotline, are you safe? All right, can I get your name?
If I had stayed on my course at 21, 22, 23, and lived my life with this man, I don't know where I would be physically. I might be dead. I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to represent men and women throughout litigation. I wouldn't have ever had the courage to go back to school and become a lawyer. I wouldn't have been able to represent my county as a magistrate judge for a short period of time. I wouldn't have been a member of this community in the way I can be, the way I hope I am, it never would have happened. By being present and supporting the why, you are saving potential. My son would never have been a good man if he was raised in the environment that I was living in at the time.
Most of us don't plan through our lives that we're someday going to become victims of domestic violence or victims of sexual assault or connected to people, be they family or friends of people who experience that. So the facility has to be here and it has to be available.
If I needed to speak to a counselor 20 years after I left my situation, I could come here. And knowing that is, I don't know if I would say peace of mind, but it's one more tool that is part of the backboard that is who I am now. That I know if I need, the why is there.